welcome to the Velvet Pussycat, Kindred. Good evening. As you step in through the doors, give the proper passcode. It's a little quiet in here tonight. The normally rambunctious and decadent atmosphere has changed into one of business. Seems a little upscale from what it normally is. The debauchery no longer centerpiece for the moment. People are sitting in booths and talking. Bartender behind the bar, Rafe, who you've come to know, flinging out drinks with the best of them. As you watch, he's actually putting on a bit of a show tonight. He's got his mixers, he's throwing them up in the air all over the place, pouring liquid from like a fair distance, throwing the bottles up, catching them behind his back, really kind of showing off. And his tip jar says that he's doing a hell of a job. As you cross across the bar area and across the performance area, there is somebody up on stage doing just casual acts. The music generic so as not to interrupt the discussions going on, and you make your way down the back hall to Seraphina's office, where you can hear two voices talking rather animatedly as Lila stops you out front of Seraphina's office door, and she just stands there and looks at you for a moment with an eyebrow raised.
Are we redoing this scene?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Jimmy knocks.
No. Jimmy. Wait. Lila. We need to see the boss lady.
She's in a meeting at the moment. Is there a reason why?
Important.
Define important, because your version of important and hers are probably two very different things.
I'm pretty sure it's her kind of important.
Considering it may be linked to the explosions that happened in this very building, along with another building allied.
One moment, we lost.
Hear me out. Baked soups.
I am so sorry.
You're fine.
My laptop is not only super old, the battery's dying, so if the power cord gets knocked out, the laptop dies within 5 minutes if I don't notice. So,
Paulina,
I have.
you're good. I understand that you have extenuating tech circumstances. We're just gonna roll with it. Besides, not game night without tech issues.
Not a Twitch stream without tech issues.
You're not wrong. All right, round two.
Fight.
What makes you think... I'm going to need you to define important, because your version of important and Seraphina's version of important, I'm pretty sure, are two very different things.
Okay.
I would say that it's her kind of important.
Considering what has happened here and how it seems to link back to the Coterie, and considering everything that's led up to this, I do believe that this is chronologically, at least, in the purview of Seraphina's business that is very much in need.
Another link to the Coterie. A lot of things seem to link back to the Coterie these days.
And apparently
Depends on
it's
who you talk
linking.
to.
Apparently it's linking also to here.
No.
I was told by the guards to come here. And talk to the boss lady.
Hmm. Very well. Doors open. Might have to wait for her to finish wrapping up a discussion, but enter as you will. I'm not responsible for anything else here on out.
Thank you.
Eh.
Any bows?
As
Now,
you,
Jimmy, knock on the door.
the door swings open.
Jimmy.
It's open like actually just a crack. You can hear voices coming from the other side. There's a rather animated discussion between one Seraphina and another individual.
Apologies for the interruption.
I just can't believe that out of all of the people they could have got, it was him. Oh, sorry. Come in.
Apologies. Didn't mean to interrupt, but this is a bit of a time sensitive situation.
Does it need to be resolved within the next 3 hours? Because if not, I'm sorry, it will have to go on the back burner.
It's important.
I
That
don't
did
think it
not answer
can
my
get
question.
resolved. I don't think it can get resolved in the next 3 hours, but let's just say we have some more information about the blow up of my bar and the blow up of your bar. So we figured that was important. Also, hi, Seraphina. And Maki walks in and goes to go find a seat.
Hello, Maki. Come on in.
May I?
I know her. I vaguely know you. I know Maeve. Hello, darling. She stops and looks at the new person who she definitely doesn't know, tilts her head slightly. And who might you be?
The name's Danica. I'm an associate of Sammy's.
Ah, I see. Well, that explains how she's able to get such good information then. Welcome, Danica. I hope you find my establishment to your liking.
Very much so.
May we have a seat?
Yes, have a seat. Oh, before I forget, Catalina? Catalina, everyone?
Pleasure.
Hello.
Hi.
Jimmy, I know, but the rest of you, mildly unfamiliar.
Maeve.
Hey.
Bryn.
Excuse me. How does she know?
Through sweets?
Oh,
They are
okay.
brood sister. No, wait. Brood sisters? Or sire and child?
Sisters
They're
would be
close.
closer.
They're close.
Nice to meet you.
Jimmy sits down
Well,
and
haven't you
pulls
been
out.
up everyone?
Jimmy sits down, pulls out a piece of paper, and begins writing.
Now we need to get my matter resolved quite quickly, unless you want to start something of more epic proportions by simply ignoring it.
No, I know we need to get that matter resolved, because if we don't resolve, then I'm going to have a very angry werewolf on my ass, and not in the enjoyable way.
Seems to be the problem.
I assume you're all familiar with catcalls.
Aware?
Yeah.
I'm not, but continue.
Sweets. It's Sweets' business. The driving business. It's called Cackles.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, I
Now
thought
they
we were
have
meowing.
several. So there are several drivers who work for them. Some full-time, some part-time, some kind, others not. And it appears one of them has gotten themselves into a little bit of trouble. Although then again, that is kind of his MO.
Trouble.
The man has the dumbest luck I have ever seen in my life.
His name is Moon Moon. You might as well call him Trouble Trouble.
Isn't he
Moon
one of the
Moon?
werewolves? Yeah, one of the werewolves at the hospital.
Moon.
I know him.
Yeah.
In
All right.
fairness, that's not his real name, or at least not his legal name, but due to his eccentricities and his ridiculous dumb luck, as I mentioned, when the meme went around, the name kind of stuck.
To be fair, the last time I saw Moon Moon was quite a few years ago, although I don't know how that all files now, but I punched Momo.
You. What?
I punched Moon Moon once. And he also ended up
Why would you
stabbed
do
up
that? He is a very sweet man.
now.
A little impulsive, perhaps not always all there, but rather sweet.
At the time, he became, I think, through my punch and through a dagger through his head. He did become sweet, yes. After the fact.
Jimmy, was this during the whole weird timey-wimey bullshit?
Yep.
So you're the reason he's Moon Moon now.
Yep.
Man, y'all really need to watch more.
Well,
technically, because y'all should
What?
have seen that shit coming.
Okay, wait.
So-
Can we all back up a few steps, please?
Certainly.
You punched Moon Moon through timey-wimey bullshit.
And Dorothea stabbed him in the jaw. Yeah.
That was her?
And technically, it's how we got Ryder. You know Ryder, right?
Yes, I am intimately familiar with him.
You notice there's a bit of a stronger accent on the word intimately than there probably should be.
Kinky. Anyways, I finished my little letter that I needed to tell you that I wanted to get out and articulate properly because I'm a derp and I'm not going to do derpy shit right now. And may I read it to you, please?
That is fine, but one moment on that. Maki, you said there was also timey-wimey bullshit, but you sounded like you weren't involved with that one. Did you also cause the transformation of a werewolf?
No. Not a werewolf.
Did you... What? Okay.
No, I'm
What did
curious.
you
A
do
ghoul,
then?
maybe. A ghoul, maybe. I don't know. We kept Isabella out of jail.
Isabella only went to jail one time. So I
Well,
say you
technically,
failed.
she never went to jail. Yeah,
No,
after
she went
Madison
once
High.
when she was... She went
Yeah,
once
no,
when
that
she
never
was
happened.
12.
Yeah, that never happened.
Do me a favor. Roll me a wits and insight, Maki.
And you said I have a 2 dice penalty?
Any, yeah, I believe it's to anything from the mental category.
Okay. 2 successes.
You would know that Isabella went twice in the original timeline. Seraphina is correct. As far as Seraphina is aware, Isabella only went once.
Oh, I thought she only went once because they said that the only time she went to jail was okay. So then hold on. Maki's gonna amend that statement and go, well, technically she went twice, but we stopped her from going one time. Yeah, what was that? What was that? What was that lady's name? Sister
That's
Mary
some-
Clarence. Very nice lady.
That's some powerful magic that you be fucking with right there.
Hey, we didn't do
I
it by
didn't fuck
choice.
with it.
Oh
We
god,
didn't
that
do it
was
by
when she
choice.
punched the police officer, wasn't it?
Yes, but we ended up not getting her sent to jail, and she stayed home.
Yes, I got to hear all about it when I got back. She
Yeah.
was very impressed, and then the next day she pierced her ears several times.
Oh yeah, that might be my fault. Mom points at her earrings.
Hot. Jimmy,
but yeah,
don't
there
you
was,
also have a piece of paper?
Yeah,
I
there's a
have
piece of
2
paper.
now.
Okay, he's gonna keep going. But I just want to clarify really quickly for the timey-wimey bullshit. It's not like we did this willingly. We were trapped in a warehouse, and there was a person named the Storyteller who forced us to do this shit as like a team-building exercise to try to make us all get along and be kumbaya and shit. And then he gave me a jar of dirt, and he gave a couple of other people a couple of other things. And there was just a whole bunch of shit that happened. And it's not like we did any of it willingly. It was, hey, you walk in the warehouse, now you're trapped here, and now you're going to open a door, and now you're going to be transported to however long in the future or past that it was there, mostly the past. And that happened with us. And then they did it with the other group because they separated us and they put me in a room with people that I hate. So it was just a whole fucking thing. None of it was on purpose.
Seraphina's still looking at you and says, you kept her out of jail. Thank you.
Yeah, it was the right thing to do. But anyways, back to Jimmy's piece of paper. Do you want to handle the whole moon?
Yes. Jimmy, show me the piece of paper and then I'll get back to the moon situation.
Can I read this first to you before?
You may read it to me first, Jimmy.
Hello, Seraphina. It is nice to see you. I hope you are doing well. I do apologize for this interruption. Unfortunately, we are not with a lot of time on our hands at present. I would like to ask if we may speak with you privately, unless you believe that they may be able to help with our conundrum, but would first like to speak with you privately about it first, and have you decide whether or not it is possible that they are needing to be in the know. If it pleases you, I would prefer to speak about it with you in this manner, as a way to determine without this information getting out to outside sources in this present manner. And I think we need information regarding a few things, of which I have a drawing, of which I will give to you, and you can determine from there whether I apologize, the Sister of Sweets is needing to know. And then he passes you a folded up piece of paper.
Thank you, Jimmy. That was beautiful. She says as she takes the piece of paper from you and opens it.
I do have more, so when you're ready to tell me if Sweet's sister is needing to be here or not, just let me know.
What's on the piece of paper that was folded?
It's the wording circle. The one that does the portal thing. I believe is what
It's
didn't
the
say.
Where she's
it's the
no,
symbol they picked up from the church.
Mm-hmm.
now where on earth did you get this?
I'll tell you if it is important to have Sweets' sister still here to hear it.
Sweets' sister has a name. I introduced her earlier.
Apologies, brain went completely to writing, did not retain. Could you please tell me? again?
Catalina.
Catalina. That is too long. Is it okay if I call you Cat?
That is perfectly fine.
Okay. So Cat here is Cat okay to be hearing the information I'm about to give?
Cat is fine to be here, especially because I imagine anything Sweets knows, Cat will find out eventually.
Okay. He goes back to reading the piece of paper. I believe this is this symbol, which was found on the basilica, is perhaps something of importance to know. I have 3 things regarding to this, as it is pertaining to the quest that we are on, given to us by a one Elizabeth Nothing. This being said, number 1 question that I have for you is, what does this symbol mean, and what does it do, and how does it function? Number 2, who is Father Gabriel Sullivan? What does he have to do with the coterie and this symbol? And number 3, what does Father Gabriel Sullivan want with Val, thus the reason why he abducted her, and why is she important to this and possibly this symbol? Thank you for your time, Seraphina.
Thank you, Jimmy. She says she's still looking at the paper. You didn't get it quite right. There are a few pieces of it missing. But she crunches it up. First of all, to answer the last question, what would anyone want with a Methuselah?
Yes, why?
Power.
Jimmy, Methuselahs are very powerful.
Yeah, power.
Strength, magic, what have you.
I thought
I
those
can
were
think of
yes.
several people who would also, to have one around and walking in among us is a symbol of status.
Then I suppose my follow-up question with that is, how were they able to capture her?
Most likely, the easiest way, she was probably captured during the day.
That would match up with the time frame of when they figured out that Val was missing, because it was the night after Kieran and the rest of them got dropped into the Shadowlands by Father Gabriel.
Okay, I would like to be able to know how they knew it was Father Gabriel.
That I believe I can answer because I believe I recall hearing mention about a security footage.
And the second question, who is Father Gabriel Sullivan, and what does he have to do with this coterie?
Father Gabriel Sullivan is an excellent example of why I left the church.
Ooh. That's bad.
Could you elaborate, please?
corruption, believe that power, especially power that is ill-used, makes them more important than everyone else. I don't know him personally. I know him through some channels. I've heard the name here and there over the last 5 years or so, but that doesn't mean much in this day and age. Why he has this symbol, though, is odd, to say the least.
What is the symbol, and why is it important? And judging by what you have said, it seems like this is something not only just important, but something intriguing even for you to know. By the way, I only got this in a glimpse.
So first of all, it's not a spell. It won't do anything if you complete it. It won't do anything if you spray paint it on a wall, write it in blood. Nothing like that. It is, however, a matter of importance to certain groups of people. But I don't know if I'd be willing to give away all that information for free.
It is important. My question, I suppose, then to you would be, what is the price you are looking for?
I have an idea.
Moon back. Oh, Maeve, go
Well-
right ahead, my dear.
I was going to suggest that we help you with your little moon situation.
Great minds do think alike, my dear. Yes.
That they do.
So basically, the long and the short of it is, apparently Sweets, when we went missing for those 3 nights, was challenged to a race, and wonderful Catalina here took her place to do the race and won with exceptional skill and speed. And the other man was a bit of a... what's the nicest way I can say this? Sore loser. And decided to state that if Sweets had made it there, he definitely would have won because she's the lesser driver when it comes to skills.
Oh, those are fighting words right there.
Oh,
Yes.
that's how you end up dead.
Yes, and herein lies a part of the issue. Normally, wait for the flu and let Moon with all doesn't really affect us.
Sorry, try that again. You're roboting.
Normally, I would wait another week or so. The full moon is about to arrive, after all. You can tell because the werewolves are starting to get antsy. Let him deal with it, and it'd be no skin off our back. However, the slight issue is that even though the werewolves don't care about masquerade, kindred do, and wouldn't you know it, the group that kidnapped him is kindred.
I have another question, but I don't know
Yes,
how
Jimmy.
to ask it.
Just ask.
Father Gabriel Sullivan, is he kind or kindred, or... yeah.
That I am unaware. If he is kindred, he has an excellent mask maker. Because as far as I can tell, he supposedly is a father. He is a priest. and he has established as one for at least the last 5, maybe 10 years or so, give or take. However, you being a mask maker know very well that that doesn't mean much in our society.
I know what I might be able to do, but I'll probably need Danica's help.
She looks up from her phone because she has been in the back, leaning against the wall, almost like a teenager that has been paying attention, but has been on her phone just the entire time. And suddenly she snaps out of it and goes, "Excuse me?"
I'm gonna need your help.
"What are you going to need me for?"
Research.
"Oh, that I can do."
The target's name is Father Gabriel Sullivan.
Storyteller, I'm going to ask because this is not something I can just assume. Varies from city to city and stuff like that. Do the Nosferatu kind of have a network established in the city, or is that something that's not in Edmonton? Because it's your choice, obviously.
They would probably have rudimentary information system set up, but after the events of basically Shreknet going down, it's nothing like what it was, rudimentary at best.
Okay.
I'll be teaching you how to bypass some of the mask's weaknesses that I know that are set up usually in digital. It's the reason why I do analog.
And you're not
Okay.
gonna ask your residential hacker for any help?
Well, I'm absolutely going to need your help.
I was almost
You didn't
offended.
say their name, though. Jimmy, that's not very nice.
Maki, you know that I love you. I
Aw,
would
you finally
love-
said it.
Yes, I did. I would absolutely request your help as well in tandem, because this is going to take, from what I understand, of our digital mask makers, they've got a lot of proxies to get through and bypass.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need my laptop. Or my desktop. Probably the desktop.
Possibly afterwards a Faraday cage, because I don't think that they're going to be very kind about having it broken into.
Oh, don't worry. I've been doing this a long time.
And I
Jimmy
can't
kinda
help. However, I do have some... I've been digging while I've been sitting back here, so I do have to check with someone about something. But then you've got me.
Now the other thing. Cassie, are you here still?
Cassie hasn't been brought in yet.
Yep.
I thought she
Before
was.
Cassie was with us before, I thought.
Mm-mm.
So
We-
Yeah. Yeah, she was
No,
with
Cassie.
us.
Cassie was summoned by Seraphina, who, as you're seeing, is actually sending off a text message. And then a few moments later, there's a
okay.
knock at the door.
Enter.
Cassie will open the door and smile. You messaged me, madame?
Sorry, you're very quiet.
Ah, nuts.
That was better.
That was better.
You summoned me, madame?
Cassie, come in, my dear. Come in, my dear. Have you eaten yet tonight?
Yes, I have.
That makes one
Good
of us.
girl. Seraphina slowly turns her head towards you.
We were somewhere else. I didn't have time to eat.
Maeve, darling, we have food for you here on tap.
I was going to do that after this meeting.
If I hear you leave without eating, I'll be very upset with you.
Oh, I promise. I'm not going to go without eating. That's not fun.
I ate a werewolf. That was a lot of fun.
Yes.
Which one?
Oh God, what was his name? This is
Hold
real
on.
Quinn asking. Quinn asked for out their name.
Hold on. I wrote
Chance.
this down. Hold on. I wrote this down.
Chance.
Chance
Chance.
with the
It's another chance.
Chance, the hot blonde
Another
werewolf.
Chance. Maki goes, Chance, tall, blonde, tattoos.
Very pretty tattoos.
Chance Seaver. Yes, I'm familiar with him as what was it? 6-ish years ago, I'd say.
I love how we're all checking in with what we've eaten tonight.
In and out of game. No.
Jimmy kind of nods his head real quick and pops right up and Seraphina?
Yes, Jimmy.
Would it behoove us to have a mortal with us during this whole situation with Moon within a week?
Looks at you with a raised brow before looking at Cassie and back at you. I may be her boss, but I am not her master. That is something you will have to discuss with her.
I was meaning any kind, but I understand. Cassie?
Anyone in this
Yes?
building, you would have to discuss with them personally.
I would
Yes.
like to ask for your help.
All right. And what do you need?
The sun is bad. The sun is very bad for the likes of us, for the likes of me. I would like to be
Yes.
asking you to be my escort and our escort. If this behooves you to wanting to help with us.
Do you wish me to accompany you? Is that what you are asking?
Especially during the day.
You mean ghouling?
No.
Guarding?
Danica
Guarding.
looks up from her phone. He wants you to be our agent when we're asleep.
Oh,
That makes more sense.
Jimmy's
Or
really bad at
protector.
words sometimes.
to be fair, I am still very bad at understanding. So we are a match made in hell.
I don't like that place. Michigan's not for me.
Oh, me either.
Try Florida.
Now,
Even worse.
Cassie, if you don't wish to do this, you don't have to.
I do not know you. I've only met 2 people in this group thus far. So let us see how tonight goes, and we can go from there.
May I buy you a drink?
Well, looks at Maeve. I think that would be nice after giving someone else a drink.
It is so.
And with that, one second.
Kiss,
And with
kiss,
that-
kiss. Sorry.
As plans are made to figure out where to go, we are going to fade to black on this scene. And that thing I told you guys to think about. Get ready to showcase that coming up. We're going to take a 10-minute break. So, you guys have been set forth with a task. You're going to go rescue Moon. But first, there's a couple of hours in between then and now. So we're going to go around to all of the players. And we are going to find out what you're doing for those couple of hours. We're going to start with Jimmy.
I think he would go to the building that he bought, that he gave the money to Sammy to buy for him.
Speaking of which, as you do, you get a message. Quick text message. Give me 1 second. It's from Sammy. Here's all the information you need. You need to know for your new property. I also have the rest of your money left over in my room in a deposit box with a code that is in all the information provided. Attached to the text is a digital file that has every detail you might need, as expected, from her level of efficiency and the proper contacts you need to finish up the deal, along with said details box in the room.
Yeah, Jimmy's going over to first the I guess the hospital to no, not the, yeah, the hospital
Okay.
in which to get that money. So he'll probably be walking because he doesn't want to trouble anybody. So he's gonna walk out of the room probably silently.
Okay. So you're walking out of the Velvet Pussycat?
Yes.
Getting to the hospital from where you are is actually going to be a couple of hours. It won't leave much in the way for you. So it's up to you if
Okay.
you want to walk there or not.
I could probably do public transit, right?
You could do this time of night. You might have better luck with like a taxi or something, but there are buses that run every once in a while.
Okay, I'll do it an Uber actually.
You call an Uber, it picks you up, drops you off outside of the outside of the old hospital. Fare, of
Gives
course,
us 5
prepaid.
Got it 5-star because he didn't say shit.
Yep. Walk in.
Going up, yeah.
Go ahead.
Going up into the hospital. I waved to the guard. Waved to the guard. May I come in, please? I have business.
Guard looks up at you for a moment, up from a newspaper he's reading. Really bored expression on his face. It's a free world. You got a free pass here.
Thank you. He goes in, goes up with instruction. He knows where everyone was sleeping. And he goes into Sammy's old room.
Yep.
With the code and does the code, pulls out opens it up, pulls out the money, scribbles a note saying thank you, places it back in, closes it, goes into Elizabeth's room, places a note saying thank you, goes in to everyone's room with a little note that says thank you. Then he goes back out, calls a lift this time, and would make his way over to Sweet's place.
We're gonna fade to black. We're gonna shift to Maki.
I got nothing. I'm gonna be so for real with you right now. I got nothing. So if you want to go to other people,
Nothing?
I don't know what the fuck Maki. I don't know what the fuck Maki would be doing.
You got nothing? Nothing at all? Hmm.
I tried, man. I tried to think about it. I was like, what the fuck would she do? Bitches and money. Like,
That's a shame.
she's got revenge on the mind, man.
So you're just sitting
Call
around.
Echo.
You're just sitting around the Velvet Pussycat then, huh?
Yeah, probably, unless she took her motorcycle to go back to the bite.
And call Echo?
No, that's what Teresa said to do, is call Echo.
You're out in the street, grabbing your bike, hopping on it. Short little jaunt to the bite. It's kind of hopping tonight. A lot of people here. Lineups down the block. I want you to roll me a wits plus awareness, please.
With my -2. Sorry. Because I have nothing in awareness, you bitch.
You're the one that wanted to eat a werewolf.
Hey,
You decided to be feral.
Hey.
Don't complain when your life choices bite you in the ass.
What did you roll?
Here comes a
Literally.
consequence.
Well, apparently it's not that bad since it's a messy critical.
Sorry, you got a messy
Oh,
crit?
fuck yeah. Whoa.
2 10s. And one of
One
them's
of
on.
them's my hunger dice.
Hmm.
Because I only rolled 2 dice. Because I have the -2.
You're looking around. Kind of trying to see what's going on here. It's been a long night, Maki. You're not really making any headway on your case, on, any of your goals. As you're driving down the street towards the bite, you can hear your beast just kind of churling in the back of your head, purring almost, frustrated, anxious. It's agitated. And the movement from the front door of the bike catches your eyes. The door opens. The bouncer just kind of steps aside as somebody walks out. And as you watch, this person in a gray sweatsuit heads off down the street and around the corner.
So Maki sees red. And
I'm gonna need you to make me a composure and resolve roll, please.
Oh, look, another -2.
Things might be about to get real interesting. And don't forget, you frenzy at hunger level 3 as well. What's your hunger at?
I'm
Wow.
at 1.
That's good.
No, there's no fucking way.
What did you roll?
Another messy
So, 2 10s, one of them hunger dice, that doubles into 4. I'll give you a choice.
hit 3 dice. I did succeed the 3rd dice, by the way, just so you know.
I'm going to give you a choice, Maki. You can either take the L, or you can win at a cost.
Even though I got a messy crit.
Even with the messy crit.
So if I take the L, I'm assuming I frenzy.
If you take the L, you frenzy here, right out in the street, out in the open, where everybody can see. If you...
What's the L?
What's the L? The L's a frenzy.
Well, no, I mean, sorry. What's the winning at a cost?
You manage to hold on to yourself just long enough to realize that shit's about to go down and you need to get somewhere, but it means you lose sight of your target.
Fuck, but she wants to go after him, like, right now.
Yeah, you can do that. If you
But I need to take the L.
you probably end up doing that if you take the L. The choice is yours.
Hold on. How close am I to the bite?
About a block.
How many people are around me right now?
You're coming up just on the tail end of the line. It goes down the block, pretty much to the end. There's a bit of a queue this evening.
Do you want to get real crazy?
That's up to you. Not my choice to make.
I can freeze time for 10 seconds.
That's up to you.
Do I know with 100% certainty that that is the guy in the gray sweatpants?
You did not get a close enough look. All you know is there was somebody with a kind of what looked like a sweat-stained gray sweatsuit that walked out of the club and down the street.
I would like to phone a friend. No, I would like to phone a friend.
It ain't all sunshine
Okay.
and roses here. Just because the storytellers are lax most of the time doesn't mean we don't have teeth.
I just said go crazy.
Time's
I'm
a
gonna roll
ticking.
a dice.
Time's a ticking.
I know. I'm gonna roll a dice, and if I fail, I'm gonna take the L. If I succeed, I'm gonna win at a cost. Okay, we're going buck wild tonight because I just failed that. Maki, I'm gonna take the L. And I'm going after him. And I don't care.
Maki. You realize what's coming down the pipes for you. You let it go. Willingly let it go. You let the beast take over. It wants blood. Everything for you is a blur. When you come to, there is blood lining the street in front of the club. The bouncer is nowhere to be seen. And the guy that was in the gray sweatsuit He's laying in front of you with a very large gash in his stomach and his intestines spilled out on the sidewalk. It is also not the guy that you were looking for.
When Maki comes to and she sees it all, she literally gets her phone out, wipes off her fucking face, dials Seraphina's number, and waits for her to pick up.
Seraphina?
Seraphina answers the phone. Hello.
All you hear is, I just did a massive masquerade breach.
Where are you?
In front of the club. I think I killed like 20 people.
I'm sorry?
And you notice Maki's tone is flat, dead.
Okay. All right.
I thought I had
Give
him.
me 10 minutes. Are you near any cameras?
The club doesn't have any, but I don't see any others as of right now. But also, I don't even know if I could tell you. But usually I disable all of the ones near the club.
Good. I'm sending a cleanup crew over there. How bad is it?
There's blood lining the streets.
Okay, Maki, I'm going to need you to look around. Do you see a fire hydrant by chance?
With this awareness,
Start over, see if
please.
I heard it. 2 successes.
There's a couple. About a block and a half from each other. There's one right out in front of the club. There's one about a block and a half up the road. And there's one near the corner.
There's a couple.
Good. I want you to find the fire hydrant that's the closest to where the biggest mess is. You actually hear her like typing away something on her cell phone. You seem to be on speaker. And I want you to break the fire hydrant.
Maki doesn't say anything, you just hear silence, and then Maki walks over to a fire hydrant and literally just with her bare hand just rips it.
Strength plus athletics.
Lethal body wouldn't work for this, would it?
Nope.
Okay. Uh, 2 successes.
Given your current state, we'll say it's just enough. You manage to rip the top off of the fire hydrant. Water starts spraying up in a geyser, splashing all over the street. Seraphina, you can hear this on the phone. Splashing all over the street, the grass, the sidewalk, everything.
Done.
All right, good. So by this point, the water should at least starting to get rid of the water. I have contacted my cleanup crew. They should be there within the next... My cleanup crew should be there within the next 5 minutes. How many bodies are there?
About
How
25.
many bodies are there? 25.
I will have them bring a third truck in that case. Are you safe?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, then. How messy are you? Because if you have blood on you, I would suggest you take a dip to that fire hydrant.
You're covered.
I'm pretty fucking messy. But
All right.
my club's full of people.
And it's on the outside.
Yep. And my bouncer is missing.
All right. If I recall correctly, you have a lockdown procedure.
Yep, I'm about to initiate it right now. And Maki will put her on speaker real quick and start texting every single person in the club and say, lockdown procedure, no one comes out the front door.
You get a chorus of, yes, ma'am. They just start rolling in.
All right, Maki, you're going to see 3 large white trucks come up with people who are all wearing black coveralls. They should be there within the next 2 minutes. You are to not engage with them. You do not speak to them. You pretend you don't even know them.
Got it.
And with that, we're going to fade to black. We're going to move to Danica.
Oh, I have to follow that, do I? Well, I did send you one message. It's up to you if you go with that or not. And also, Danica has that meeting that she has to attend to tonight.
One second, I'm looking for the message.
It's above my Disney character.
Where are you at the moment?
She's making her way back to the apartment where her meeting is about to take place.
You managed to make it back to your apartment, not a problem. In the basement of a very familiar apartment building for those of you that watch our other tale going on. It's an older building, direct access to the sewers. Put the key in the lock, turn it, walk into your apartment. The lights are off. You go to flick one of the light switches. The light does not turn on.
She tries it a couple of times in a very frustrated, like, not now.
The light,
manner.
the light does not turn on.
Dang it. She pulls out her phone and turns the flashlight on.
Lights off, please. Comes a very familiar voice. A voice of somebody you recognize intimately, Danica.
For everyone watching, they would, if we're doing this movie style, essentially, it's like all emotion suddenly drains from her face. Like she becomes a completely different person. Yes, ma'am. Almost like in a trance. And she turns the light off and slowly puts it back in her pocket.
Atta girl. Why don't you come on in and have a seat?
She'll just like a drone at this point, like somehow this person has utterly roboticized her, just walks over and takes a seat.
Didn't expect me not to check up on you, did you? Shadowed figure standing on one side of the apartment, looking out one of the ground level windows. had to make sure you were staying out of trouble, so to speak. What have you been up to, my dear?
I've been hiding in plain sight. Got a job in a warehouse doing technology work. Feeding off my fans so no one knows what I am. Trying to just survive. I'm following all the instructions on that tablet you gave me.
Good. I'd hate for you to step a toe out of line.
Couple of little blood tears start running down her cheeks. I know I couldn't even do that if I wanted to.
Oh, good. You do learn. Seems you are learning manners, after all. Proper protocols, ways to behave. Good. I love that. Now, I have a task for you. Something that's going to last well beyond my visit here, my dear. Because I hear you're looking for someone. A very powerful someone. I want you what would be the better way to do this? Do we keep tabs on? Or do we distract?
She sees her sort of try to fight what's going through her brain, but she knows the hold she has on her isn't going to let that happen. She just goes,
Yeah.
First night meeting them, they seem to distract themselves.
They happen to find the Methuselah. And there's an opportunity to get in the way. I want you to take it. But you're not to tell anyone. I forbid it.
She sort of has this full body reaction as if she just seared that into her brain.
In any form of communication, text, written, spoken, none of it.
Yes, ma'am.
We're gonna have some fun with you. See just how much your new friends are willing to put up with. With that, I think we're done here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to take my leave. You have yourself a wonderful night. And do keep up the good work. And with that,
Yes.
moment later, the shadows envelop this figure and they are gone. And there's a slight knock at the door.
But the second that she disappears, she sort of falls back in the seat that she's in as if like a whole hold has been released off of her. She quickly looks over. There's like a box of tissues, grabs it, wipes her eyes clean as she hears the door knock, kind of pulls herself together and quickly rushes to the door, and she stops right beside it, looks over at the light switch, and tries to flick it on.
The light turns on, not a problem. Lights up the entire hallway, just like it's supposed to.
And then she'll open the door.
Standing on the other side, somebody that you haven't seen in a while, but somebody that you keep as contact for information, should you need it. You know this individual is Billy, the one that sent you the text message earlier this evening. Sorry, I'm a little late. I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
No, that's fine. I had a little trouble getting here anyway, so you're fine.
Good. I didn't... always not really the place to talk about this. Do you mind?
Of course, come in.
Billy walks in through the door, shuts the door behind him, walks into the living room. Holds out a phone. I heard you were looking for something, for someone, and I managed to get some footage that you might want to see.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, thought I'd bring it directly to your attention. And as he holds out his phone, give me 1 second. A couple of video files. The first one shows Val being stuffed in the back of a nondescript white van outside of the hospital. The second is video footage of that exact same van. You can tell because they managed to catch the license plate of this van in both shots. Driving into the underground parking lot of the Alberta legislature. As you examine the footage a little bit further, you can't make out the driver's face, but you can make out they're wearing a gray sweatsuit.
Well, that's fascinating. Thank you. This will be really helpful.
I can send you a download link to grab them, if you'd like.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. Appreciate it.
Done. As soon as I'm gone, I'll make it first priority. I'll keep my ears to the ground about anything else I hear. But for right now, that's all I've got.
Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it.
As always, you're welcome. Stay out of trouble.
I'll try.
And with that, he walks back down the hall, opens the door, shuts it quietly behind him. And we're gonna fade to black. Maeve. What are you planning to do?
Okay, my first question is, was Cassie proposing what I think Cassie was proposing to do? Thank you, Krisha, for the aggressive consensual head nod. If that's the case, then the first thing she's doing is probably going with Cassie to one of the back rooms, if not where she's sleeping at the Velvet Pussycat.
It's up to you. Do you want to go to the dollhouse or do you want to go to your room?
I think she'd probably take her to her room. To kill
You,
2 birds with 1 stone.
you and Cassie make your way up to the 3rd floor, the Velvet Pussycat. All the dormitories are. You walk down the hall. You find your room. You open the door. What's your room look like?
It's an eclectic. It feels kind of like you've just walked into some sort of like fantasy witch's cottage. There's books aligning a bookshelf on the wall, some occult, some fantasy, some just notebooks and diaries. Some look like they are probably a couple 100 years old.
As you walk into the room and you lead Cassie in, the door shuts softly. The floor is yours, you two.
Your room is exquisite.
I've learned to
haven't seen
decorate
it
over
yet.
the years.
Mm.
I don't invite many people in.
I am honored. Thank you.
There's a desk near the bookshelf. On it are stacked several different decks of tarot cards in their receptive boxes. There's a set of watercolors. And it looks like at one point in time she may have been painting and she never finished. So the piece is just drying out on the desk.
Is this a set you're working on?
I kind of just dabble here and there. Art has been therapeutic over the years.
I bet.
If you look at it closely, it looks like a World War II setting. And it's the battlefield. Dips and divots. And smoke.
Wow. This is incredible.
Thank you.
She's gonna lean over and really take in, not touch it, obviously, because it's still wet, but just really look in and just look at the details of it. This is incredible. Very well done.
Thank you. I don't know how familiar you are with our kind. We only met a few days ago, but
I am quite familiar.
Mm.
I've been doing this a long time.
Mm. Then you know the pain that we can hold.
Mm-hmm.
She carefully, as Cassie's leaning over, kind of just brushes her arm slowly and like runs her hand down and then to her hand, carefully like lacing her fingers and hand over hers. Obviously, we've discussed this before about my particular need. Would you care to join me? And she just gestures to an area that looks like it is a bed.
I would love to.
She leads her over. And I'm going to have this scene fade to black. For reasons.
Here I was looking forward to at least a bit of blood. But,
I mean, a lady's never going to fuck and eat and tell.
fair. Either way, that was really well done. With that, sorry, go ahead.
I don't imagine that would take 2 hours, knowing Maeve. But afterwards, I think she'd actually go looking for Maki. With Cassie. Actually, no, I think she'd get Cassie a juice box and then be like, "We should probably go find the others. And I had some questions for Maki."
So here
I'll be at the
is
bar getting a soda. You do what you need to do.
here's where I want to ask you a question. Do you want to go looking for Maki? Int plus investigation, please.
Wait, what plus intelligence plus investigation?
Intelligence plus investigation.
Me. Where are all my dice? No, I need you. Got 3 successes.
You're not sure where to start. Kind of looking around, you don't really find Maki at the Velvet Pussycat at all. But you do manage to hear something from Lila, who's at the bar, muttering about kindred and not being able to keep themselves in check. And then you hear the words, "the bite." Something about messes to clean up. You find yourself not long after standing outside of the bite. The fire hydrants, broken. Water spraying everywhere. The rivers that they're creating, running red with blood. Bodies lining the streets. And then you see Maki holding a phone out in front of her. Something about following Seraphina's orders, and then Maki hangs up the call. You can hear sirens in the distance. How are you reacting? What are you doing?
I think Maeve's initial reaction is to is initially like she's a little taken aback by the scene and then immediately goes into business of is there anyone still alive? And if not, is Maki okay?
Maki, at first you don't hear it. just kind of in shock. And then you hear Maeve's voice. Not too far behind you, actually, as she's just kind of looking around.
Maki hears Maeve and like whips around, and when you look at Maki, this is nothing like Maki has ever looked, because usually Maki looks very put together. She dresses very nicely. All of her things are very in order and like done intently. Her hair that's usually always up is down and wild around her face. She's covered in blood head to toe. The clothes she was wearing are in tatters. And she's just got like a wild look of like a wild animal staring at you. And she doesn't say anything.
Maeve immediately, like, slow movement, completely slow movement. And kind of just very slowly puts out her hand. It's like, what do you need?
Are you like touching her? Like, did you touch? Like, did you like put a hand on her? Okay.
She is not. She's offering the hand. She's not touching her. You don't touch a spooked animal.
Maki kind of like blinks a couple times, like she's trying to bring herself back to the present. And she blinks a couple times, and she like goes to breathe, and then realizes she can't, and she sits there and has a moment where she's like, realizes she can't breathe, and she just like is looking around at all of the blood, and she's like, I need to go to my room, but there are people in my bar, and I had them all locked down. There is a back entrance. Get me the fuck out of here.
Maeve grabs her, and Maeve immediately takes her to the back entrance and up to her room.
Once you get up there, you realize that this isn't technically her room, because there are very distinctly like pictures of other people and other people's belongings. And she kind of just points you to a bathroom, because it's basically like a condo above the bar. And she points you to a bathroom, and she goes, and she just like still seems not all there.
Mm-hmm.
As she like stumbles her way into the bathroom, doesn't even bother taking her clothes off, just turns on the shower and just stands there in the water, and just lets it all just wash over her.
Cool.
It's about here. We are going to fade to black. But before we end tonight's session, we've had a frenzy tonight. Maki, what are your convictions?
Always aid women in need, and family is everything.
What are the Chronicle convictions? Chronicle tenets?
We did not put those down.
One moment. Because I know I have those on a sheet somewhere. Whose sheet were they on? Teresa, you're in the chat. If they're on yours, what are our chronicle tenets? You can put them in the chat, and then we'll transfer them over to Maki's sheet.
I also just want to put it out there for the chat and for everybody. This was Maki's first kill as a kindred. Maki has not killed before as a kindred. Or technically as a ghoul, because she was always behind the desk.
First chronicle tenet for the Tales from the Black Butterfly Coterie Chronicles: do not revel in violence. One second. I might be able to find that character sheet here. One second. Do not kill except for self-defense. And the third, because we have 3. One moment while I grab Dorme's character sheet.
Do not harm the innocent.
Between your convictions and the chronicle tenets, do you feel like you violated any of those tonight?
I know that I didn't violate my convictions because family is everything and always aid women in need doesn't apply to this. However, with the chronicle tenets, I know I broke 2.
Indeed you did.
This is a nervous laugh, by the way. I do not think this is funny. This is nervous.
Indeed you did. With that comes consequences. Because this is nothing if not a game of consequences. If you give me 1 second, I need to look up the rules because this is not something we play with often. We are going to be starting to seed this in a little more.
I would like to state that while Maki is fucking showering in the cold water, Maeve is also making sure that there's not a blood trail leading where we're going.
Indeed. One moment
Covering
here.
my ass.
Yep, no worries. One moment while I find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, if anyone couldn't tell, Maki's having a mental breakdown because that was her first kill as a kindred, and it was 25 people.
Yeah, it was well
That was also your
done.
first frenzy.
That's my second frenzy. No, wait. No, sorry. It was my first frenzy. I had a frenzy-like state when I was a ghoul. But yeah, this is my first frenzy.
Got it.
Maeve is also gonna burn your fucking clothes when you're done. This ain't her first rodeo, bitches.
So, Maki, you say you broke at least 2 rules. 2 chronicle tenets. Why not the third one?
Because she didn't revel in the violence.
You didn't.
No.
Your beast did. Why else do you think there were 25 bodies laying on the street?
Listen, I want to also point out that this is the first time Maki's Beast has come out. So while, yes, the Beast may have, Maki, the character, has not gotten acquainted with her Beast whatsoever.
Make me a charisma plus persuasion roll, please. We have a chicken of concern on the screen. What's up?
Maki, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Okay.
Scene continues.
I got 4 10s.
I'll take it. You take 2 stains, not 3. You have 4 stains per level per box of humanity. Once you reach the 4th one, we make a humanity roll, and if you fail it, you lose a point of humanity. So you take 2 stains.
Where do I put those? On my character?
In your notes, and you need to pay attention to this. Storytellers will also be attempting to track this.
So if it hits 4 stains,
The
I lose
moment you hit
humanity?
the moment you hit the 4th stain, we have to do a humanity check.
okay.
If you pass, there's a chance you could just lose the stains altogether. If you fail, you lose a point of humanity. On that note, I'm going to bring this session to a close.